What's going on, folks? You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick. Now, we are out of my range, but I haven't been shooting yet, so hopefully we don't have to deal with the dog barking. It is a little windy, so I'm going to try to, if you guys see me split this up into clips, that's just because I'm trying to deal with the wind noise and limit that for you guys. So it seems like the topic that is all the rage lately on social media and even on YouTube to an extent is EDC, or your everyday carry items. So I kind of put off doing it because what works for me won't necessarily work for you, and vice versa. So today we're just going to be talking about EDC stuff. So I'll go ahead and get the first one out of the way. I always carry a firearm. This particular one has become my go-to. This is the FN 509 Tactical. Just go ahead and verify there's no round in the chamber, and we are clear. I carried this for the review and fell in love with it. It has a lot of features, things like that. I'll go ahead and throw a card up there for you guys to check out the full review on the FN 509 Tactical. So we already verified no round in the chamber. Go ahead and put the mag back. As you guys can see, this one does have a Holosun 507C on there. I have a first impressions video. Put a card for that one if you're interested. There'll be, if I don't put a card, the links to the videos will be in the description. The Olight PL Pro Valkyrie is one of my favorite EDC lights. Pretty awesome. So you guys know I've covered Olight before. I like their stuff. So we have Firearm. Going along with that, I always carry a spare magazine. It's a little bit tricky with the 509 Tactical. Yes, these are full metal jacket rounds. I am going to be doing some shooting. I try to get my talking done before the shooting, just because you guys know I have a the neighbor's dog is an absolute mad lad. So carry a spare magazine with me when I'm out in town, and that's not so much for the ammunition as malfunction remedy. A lot of your malfunctions with semi-autos can be remedied with a magazine change. And of course, if I do need the extra rounds, now I have them. 24 extra in this case. You guys know I've referred to my time in Boy Scouts. I am an Eagle Scout. I always have a knife. This Microtech Ultratech has become my favorite for carry. Not so much a defensive thing for me, it's just a utility. If I had to use it defensively, fairly certain it would work out alright. You guys know I've talked a little bit about not limiting yourself to a firearm as your sole means for defense, so I do carry some POM OC Spray. This stuff is actually really good. I'll throw a link in the description where you can get some. They're not that expensive, and the peace of mind of having a non-lethal means of defending yourself other than your hands and feet is pretty good. This stuff is awesome, especially for the price. They have inert trainers, and you can pick up several of them for the adults in your family. Keep out of reach of kids. Next thing is going to be a flashlight. You guys saw I have a light on my gun. I highly advise people to have lights on their guns. I think it's important to positively ID a threat. But in the course of day-to-day life, you may encounter a situation where you need to light something up and you don't necessarily want to be pointing your gun at it. So enter the Olight S1R Baton 2. I always get their little designations confused. This little guy is cool. Turbo mode, he hits 1,000 lumens. Normally, medium or low is going to be enough for what I need it for. It has a cool little clip so you can carry it in your pocket, or if you need hands-free illumination, it will go right on your hat. So I actually used it this way the other day. You guys may know my mom had a fire at her garage, so I was in there trying to figure out what was going on. It was electrical fire, so there were no lights. The stuff was pretty messed up. This little guy saved my bacon and let me check into that. So use the same sort of charging as the Olight weapons lights. So there's that. Next, I don't know why I'm including this, but people seem to do it in their posts. Keys. Somebody asked not too long ago what I drive. I've got a Dodge Dart that I use for commuting stuff, and then I have a Ram Rebel. That is my preferred thing to drive. It's fun. It's a truck, but it's a lot of fun for a truck. Phone, obviously. Again, I'm not sure. 2020, I'm not sure why people put emphasis on this. Note 9 for anybody that's concerned about that. I am not an iPhone guy, nor do I run out and buy the latest greatest just because if it dies, then I replace it. Other than that, I'm probably forgetting something. Yes, wallet. I use this, I think it's an M Gear, little Kydex card holder thing, and it has a little survival tool gizmo in there, little wrench sizes and some blades. And if you have one of these, leave it out of your wallet before you go in a courthouse. Learn that. I like having a wallet in my front pocket, especially with as much driving as I do. It cuts down on back issues and things like that. And lastly, what millennial wouldn't tell you about the last thing on there? That's going to be my vape. Yep, used to smoke cigarettes, quit several years ago. Now I just use these little gizmos. And it works. Keeps my nicotine up, which keeps my stress down. It'll probably kill me one day, but that's alright. I'll deal with that later. So guys, that's going to be about it for my pocket dump, if you will. That's what I carry on a daily basis. Why don't you guys go ahead and drop in the comments what you carry. This might be excessive to some. As I'm saying that, I forgot one other thing. Tourniquet. This is a cat tourniquet. I always have one of these on me or near me at a minimum. So with all that being said, it may seem a bit excessive to you guys, but that's what I feel comfortable facing the majority of my days with. So drop in the comments what you carry daily. Alrighty.